Hello everyone. So today I am headed to the dentist. I need to be gone in like 5 minutes, so I'm just gonna make this quick. Fixing my hair a little bit. I'm getting my teeth whitened, and what I have to do today is get impressions done or whatever, so I can have comb trays to maintain. So this is what my teeth look like right now. And I'm not sure if you guys are gonna get a clear picture because I don't think it's coming up very well, but...
So the first thing that will happen is you'll have to wash out your mouth with hydrogen peroxide mixed with water. And then for about 30 seconds, and then you'll spit into a cup, and the hygienist would then throw it into the sink. And that's the first part. It's sanitizing your mouth. Since COVID, that's part of the new procedures, I guess. And then after that, she'll prep your mouth for the impressions. The hydrogen peroxide mix does not taste good. It's a taste that I can't describe. Next, she'll ask you some basic health questions like what medication are you taking? Do you have any sensitivity? Things like that. When was your last dental appointment to get a cleaning? Did you have any issues such as like bleeding gum, cavities, anything like that? And my answer was no. So if you do have any of those issues, like I have teeth sensitivity, however, I'm still allowed to get my teeth whitened, but I didn't have any cavities. If you do have cavities, you have to get them corrected or filled before you come to your appointment. After that, she puts on my bib and gets ready to make the mixture for the molds. She uses an Invisalign mixture, and it's like this purple color. I do believe that this lady was fairly new, and I might have been her first person outside of school that she was working on, so there was a little bit of issues with her making my mold, but it all worked out in the end. Like, it's been days, my teeth are whitened, and my impressions or my trays fit great. Here she's having a look around in my mouth to see if there's anything my dentist may have missed and if we can go ahead. I don't know exactly what was going on here, but she attempted to make the first mold, and as you can see, it did not work, and she had to then take it out. It felt horrible, and then she told me that she wasn't going to wipe off my face because she's just going to do it again and it's going to get messy. It was so bad that some of the molding, because I think it was too liquidy, was like draining in the back of my throat, so I was like gagging. And with the new COVID procedure, she had to give me the tube that sucks out water along with, I guess, leftover molding, and so I was like using it, like going crazy trying to get that stuff and that taste out of my mouth. Her second attempt wasn't bad. She was very successful in getting it done. She was able to call in another hygienist who did the top part. So this hygienist was able to do the topper of my teeth, no problem. It took about a minute, and I could tell that she had been doing this for a while.
Hey guys, it's Nadia from the future. So, I'm just going to continue about my experience. So, they didn't let me record much there for my actual procedure. So, there's going to be some clips that my sister is able to sneak in, and some pictures that they did allow me to take. So, for that reason alone, I'm not even going to tell anyone where I got this done. But I'll go into it. So before getting my teeth whitened, I talked to a lot of people who've had it done, and nobody told me about the zingers. Not even the dental hygienist or anybody that worked there. They're like, oh, you'll experience some sensitivity. So they're like, yeah, just take an Advil before you come in, or like ibuprofen or Tylenol. And I was like, I don't have any of those. Let me just take 2 Aleve, because that's what I take when I need, like when I'm on my period. So I took 2 Aleve. Got there, everything was good. So how they do it is 15-minute intervals. So they put all the stuff on, which you'll see pictures of. I'll kind of like insert it somewhere. So they then apply the peroxide solution gel thing, and then they start your session. Oh, I'm outside and oh my god, there's bugs, so bear with me. My house is way too hot. I'm like sweating as I'm recording this video, so I had to come outside where it's nice, the lighting's good, I'm not worried about anything, and you guys can see me proper. There might be some like noises and stuff, so let's just ignore that. So they then they turn on the light and they start your session. So the first 15 minutes I was good. I was snapping pictures of myself. I'm like, this is easy. She goes, you know, no one's ever made it through 4 sessions. And I was like, I want to make it through 4 sessions. Like, why is it that people are not making it through 4 sessions? She's like, oh, they just can't handle it. And I'm thinking, what does she mean by that? You know, like, well, I took the pill, it should be fine. Like, you know, when you drink cold water, you're like, oh, you know, you like that hurt a little bit if your teeth are sensitive like mine. So I was like, how bad could it be? Again, they did not really tell you that the sensitivity thing is actual pain. So, you know, finished the first session, felt like a champ, and then on to the next session. So we're doing good, and about 9 minutes into it, I get this sharp pain in the bottom rows here, and I'm like, ow. Like, I literally said ow. And then she goes, yeah, that's that sensitivity. Hold on, let me put on some vitamin E gel. And I'm like, okay. I was like, ow, again, as she's doing this, and I'm like, okay, I don't know what's happening. And she's like, yeah, it's just sensitive. Do you want me to stop? I was like, stop? We haven't even finished. Like, this is just like we're almost halfway done if I get through the second session here. And then she's like, yeah, this vitamin E gel should help. She's like, yeah, that's why we tell you to take pills before you get here. And I was like, I did, but it's like shooting pains. Like, I think the word zinger, which I later found on the internet, is definitely the best word to describe this, because it's like zinging, like it hits you and then it lingers for a little bit and then it leaves and it comes back. So that kept happening, and then it like calmed down for a while, and at this point it's only the bottom. So then I was able to make it through the rest of it, and like I said, it's 15 minutes each session. So the third session, as soon as the third session started, it was like right on the front teeth. It just hit hard. And then I was like, I'm like doing this like with my head, like dodging the light, because I was like, I don't know if the light is making it. And even when I took my face away from the light, it or the laser, it kept like zinging me, like hitting me over and over, and then she would apply that gel, and it was very, very painful. And here I'm thinking, like, how am I gonna get through these next 15 minutes and then another 15 minutes? And I'm just like, I hope I can do it. But again, it just kept happening. So at that point, I think I only got through 3 minutes and waited maybe a solid 5 before she's like, are you ready to go again? And I was like, sure. So she like goes back in, puts the light on. She's like, oh, I'm gonna turn down the intensity to medium. So she starts doing it, and I'm good, and I'm able to do another 5 minutes. And I was like, oh, maybe it's, you know, maybe it's done, it's over with. And no. So at about 8 minutes in total, right, because 3 plus 5, so 8 minutes in, then it's like more over to the left hand side, so like this way. I was like, oh, this hurts so bad. And then she's like, okay, let me put some more vitamin E gel, let me turn it down a little bit. I was like, you gotta wait. So then we go in and we just couldn't get through it. At the end of it, I end up not making it through the 3rd session, therefore there was no 4th session. So my biggest thing, because it was very, very painful, and then like after that you're feeling a ton of pain that's, it's not constant, it's just like it keeps zinging you over and over. So even after she took everything out, she gave me these retainers with the she said relief gel, but I think it's the same thing as the vitamin E, and also like whitening so you could touch it up. And I was like, okay. And then while it was pain, the lady was like, hey, just like speaking from experience, you need to go to the store and go get you some Advil, the strongest one they got, and pop 2. And she's like, or you will not sleep through the night. And as we're in the car ride and we're getting close, we're not even far, I was like, yo, this lady is probably right. Like, I'm not gonna be able to make it through the night, and I have work the next day. So I was like, I need to get this in order. So I got there. While I'm in the store, I'm like opening the thing. The pill is so thick, and I like was popping that in my mouth without no water, because I'm like, I don't know how this is gonna go. So she had put the retainers in my mouth, so I had to keep those in for 30 minutes. But it makes your mouth salivate a lot, so you're constantly feeling the need to spit. So I needed to get home because I don't need to be spitting all the time. So yeah, did that, and then I was able to sleep through the night okay. But I had to put the relief gel on a 2nd time. So after, when the hygienist put it on, I still had to do it one more time after that in order to sleep through the night. And then the next morning, because I had to be up at a flight at 8 a.m. but I commute, which you guys will later discover. So I had to be up at 4 in the morning. I had to do it. I had to wear it all day because those zingers kept coming, and I was like, I don't know if this is gonna go away. And I did some research, and it's like it's gonna last 24 to 48 hours, and that was the time frame that it actually lasts. So now it's been like a week. So these are the results, and they're not perfect, but they are whiter, and I'm happy with the results. Like, I will absolutely try to do this again next year because I do want them to be as white as possible. Yeah, I do like the results, and I'm hoping next year in August again I will be able to, you know, go for another whitening. Would I go to the same place? I'm not sure. I hope everyone watches this video. It hurts. Take the Advil 600, take one of those before your appointment. I don't know if that will make a difference, but it might. And you know, they say to use the Sensodyne toothpaste like a week before. I honestly believe you should be using the Sensodyne toothpaste for like a month, because it's been a week since I've done it, and I have to still use the Sensodyne toothpaste, and I don't think I'm gonna stop. And what it has, because my gum was kind of sore, even though they protected your gum really well, brushing your teeth, especially, like I use an electric toothbrush. Right now I can't. I have to use a hand toothbrush. And with that being said, it makes my gum bleed a lot, so using the Sensodyne has actually made the bleeding stop. So until you're completely healed and that sensitivity is gone and your gums are back to normal, I say use Sensodyne like a month or two before, and maybe a month after. I don't know how long it's gonna take for the electric toothbrush to not make my gums bleed, because they weren't doing that prior to this appointment. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope this video is helpful for all the people out there who were able to get their teeth whitened without pain. Good on you. But there's people like me who have great teeth, not a lot of cavities, and still was in pain. So take my advice, guys. Do whatever you can to prevent the pain from happening. Right? Until next time.